Joy Villa on the track. So many people trying to stop me and stop me from speaking. So many people trying to keep me and keep me from thinking. But I'm awake and I'm tired of sleeping. No going back, no going back. Mental prison, slavery of the mind. Education keeping us in line. Propaganda controls our youth. Stolen culture, broken truth. In place of conversation, the system that we've got will solve the situation. My thoughts ain't got nothing to do with my persuasion. It's more than just a race relation. Choose life, freedom's what you find. Break chains, free thoughts not a crime. Propaganda controls our youth. Soul culture, broken truth. Activities exposing the toxicities. Who's the truth?
Sorry, my mic was muted. Joy Tribe, it has been a minute. Welcome to the Joy Vila Show. I'm currently on tour. I am in Europe right now. So I have been touring. I'm doing music projects, film projects. I've been filming all day, a couple shorts, and we're doing pre-production location scouting for the next film. So it has been a crazy, crazy week for us all. And I have been thrown into a work tour in Europe, hitting 3 different countries, Spain, France, and Andorra. And this was pre-planned months ago. And it just so happened to be that Charlie Kirk's memorial happened the day after I'm in Europe. So I would have been there with all my heart in Arizona. I watched the live stream. I stayed up till my time in Spain, 3 a.m. And I'm actually in Andorra right now, but it's Spanish time. So it was very tough to watch. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to bring my friend Michael on, Michael J. Hout from libertyaffair.com. He is my colleague, and we're going to do a Liberty Affair, not takedown, because that doesn't sound right. It's going to be talking about the memorial. And we are live streaming on X, YouTube, and Facebook. So welcome. Hi, JCL. I'm so glad you're here. My new schedule is to be announced, but it will be evenings. Yeah, take over exactly, not take down, take over exactly. But it's Liberty Fair. We're gonna do a play by play, and listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth, guys. I did not want to do this live. If it wasn't for my friend Michael harassing me for 3 days straight. He's backstage, so he can't say anything. But no, but really, it's a good idea to do this. But I did not want to do this. Hi, Fat Grammy, because I don't want to keep rehashing it, to be honest, guys. Like, I'm on the verge of tears. I mean, everybody is, but I did know Charlie Kirk as a friend and as a colleague, and Erica as well. And I still know her, and seeing her up on that stage, seeing them up on that, seeing the pictures and hearing the, like, it's incredible. It's inspiring. I'm so empowered because there's a revival. America's turning back to Jesus. This is his legend. His legend lives on, even more powerful. Listen, I know this, and this is the norm. Joy is telling you guys this all the time, but from a personal standpoint, I am so hurt and so heartbroken. But I'm a woman of my word, and I promised that we'd be doing this live. And I know you guys have missed my live, but it's been really hard, and I know it's been hard for you guys. So I'm probably just gonna cry. The funeral was beautiful. The memorial was beautiful. I wish I could have been there. I'm going to bring up my friend Michael. And there were some wonderful moments there. And I also want to take from the audience, how do you guys feel? Again, this is very somber, but I'm always happy that we can share in the somberness, and we can still laugh, we can still smile, and there's always something to praise God about. So, hi, Beatrice from Puerto Rico. Michael, welcome to the Joy Vila Show. How are
Hey
you?
Joy, good. How are you doing?
I'm not doing good. I'm going to be honest. I'm not doing good.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
I
actually
know.
doing amazing. I'm doing great in business and family wise, and artistic. And I just, it, incredible things are happening in my life. God is opening up doors, but personal wise, my heart is broken. I'm grieving the
Yeah, I
loss of
know.
a friend.
I know.
How are you?
It's yeah, it's been a crazy 12 days, is it? It's felt like it feels like just yesterday. It also feels like it's been a long 12 days. And you know, I gotta say, like coming out of the memorial, I feel a lot better.
That's
Like,
beautiful.
y- like I feel like this has really changed me. I think it's changed a lot of people. I mean, right before I got on with you, I'm watching Christian YouTube videos, and I'm like,
Oh, I'm
I feel
so proud of
like,
you.
like, I registered as a Republican last week. I was an independent since 2017. So like,
Wow.
I, I feel like I've been really personally impacted by this, even though I did not have the personal relationship with Charlie that you did. And I think he's touched so many lives, even people that aren't on social media, that aren't talking about it. Like, of course, we're seeing
Yeah.
stories of people, but just think about all the stories we're not seeing. And they say 100 million people streamed it, and there's probably a lot more they don't know about. And then I was watching the Charlie Kirk show today, and they said, according to geotag data, there were 277,000 devices at the event.
Oh my goodness. 200
So
and
they probably could have filled that stadium multiple times. Um,
praise
yeah.
God. Praise God.
So,
This is
so
wonderful.
uh, I feel better after the event. Like I think again, I'm not mourning him from like a personal standpoint of like knowing him. He did that tweet about me once, right? And like that's
Which
kind
is
of the extent
really
of me
cool.
knowing him, which is really cool and of course very meaningful now. But you know, I suppose I have purpose, right, going forward, and I feel very determined to like play my part in carrying on his legacy with Liberty Affair and with I'm in talks with some other publications to start writing
It's
for
wonderful.
conservative pieces, and so
It's
I feel like
wonderful.
turn it into a mission.
Yes, and that is the way to feel. And I have to say, it's been up and down for me. I'm so glad to hear that you've been, your tweets are so inspiring. You've been going back into the Bible. You've been, it's just this is what Charlie wanted, and his legacy is even bigger now. I mean, this is just
Definitely.
it's huge. Because that's what happens when you try to kill somebody who spoke so eloquently and so incredibly and also fostered free speech like he did.
Right.
You can kill the messenger, but you can't kill the message. They
Right.
try to do that to Jesus, right? And that's what Tucker Carlson said. And he was made fun of for some reason. And people were like, I mean, there was negativity everywhere, but the positivity is incredible. The memorial was so beautiful. I don't know why we're all going through it different ways, right? So, I'm grieving the loss of my friend, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
hard for me to be like, yeah, we're going to move on because we are. That's how I've been speaking since 2017, since I wore the Trump dress. I've always believed in Charlie's message because this is the message of America. And it's not just for America. This is the message of, for me, Christ Jesus. This is the message of values, family. This is the message of, you know, be the way you are and live a life that's worth living, and don't care about what people think, and be outspoken and create. And this is a
Yeah.
message I've been championing my whole life. This is why I have the same values as Charlie, and why, obviously I worked with Turning Point on different events, and we met the White House. I wasn't like an official Turning Point person. I just was always I did Turning Point events. I spoke at one Turning Point event, and then I was always doing events. Like, for people who know, in the MAGA community, it's like it's all one big happy family, right? We're
Yeah.
always doing events, and when there's
CPAC and yeah.
stuff, yeah, CPAC, exactly, the White House, and Politicon, and then there's Turning Point, and then there's what other ones? There's tons of, and the inauguration. So there's so many
Right.
times I saw Charlie, and so many times, I only have that I found two pictures, and one somebody else had posted and tagged me, because it's like I don't have any pictures with you, Michael, but I know you in real life.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's like you take one, oh, hey, and then you're like, okay, this is
We'll
my
get
friend.
one at some point. Yeah.
We'll get one at some point for sure,
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's, and also I feel so conflicted. I've been tweeting up a storm, and my latest tweet, because I attacked Pink for attacking Charlie Kirk and calling him a white supremacist. I hit back at her, and it has almost 3 million views, which is crazy. I mean, part of me is like, okay, I can sit behind a phone and defend his character. I can sit behind a computer and watch the streams, watch the videos. But right now, I'm still grieving, and
Yeah.
I commend Erica for being able to come out there and speak. I don't like, people are like, how
Yeah.
could you give the killer? Absolutely. What a powerful woman. That was the most powerful moment. But also, how can she function? Like, I'm finding it hard to function, and I wasn't even best friends with Charlie. It's not like I was like Hank kicking it at his house all the time, but I would consider him my friend. We've spoken many times. We shared stages, we shared adventures, and it was like
Right.
my colleague. And we were bonded in a way that was like, I also admired him so much, but I also, we're both in this. You know what? We were both in the trenches together.
Yeah.
So that's really what it is too. It's like we both had tons of racist slurs thrown against me, and he started before I did. But the hate that you get, the oppression that you get from the left and from people who don't understand, is so intense. It pulls you for the strength. It forces you to draw strength from the few people that are standing beside you. And Charlie was not somebody who just was there for the cameras. He literally stood beside me and the other people in the MAGA and led us. Yes, but it was like everybody's trying to figure it out in the MAGA. So we're all speaking and we're all joining forces. So we're a team. I really feel like it was like soldiers. I mean, I've not been in the military. I come from a military family, and I don't mean to disrespect military because it's extreme. They go through
Hmm.
pain and suffering, and I respect veterans. But that's the closest thing I can think of, is like, we all knew our life was on the line, but
Right.
he was so on the front lines. Like, it feels like my bubble burst, because I'm like, that shouldn't have actually happened though. The left threatened it, and I'm not scared, but I am sad. I am
Yeah.
grieving. That doesn't mean we should be quiet. I 100% agree with you that we should be out there, but I'm just going to be straight up honest. It's like, I miss Charlie. Like, it's not
Yeah.
fair that he did so much, and then I can't, DM him, I can't see him, or text him, or say, hey, what's up, or see him at the next event. Like, that's not fair that they took my friend from me. And the world is feeling that. And I get that, but I'll be honest, it's like, it's hard for me to be like, yeah, go America, go USA. Because I'm like, man, how do you even function? If that was your husband, your
Right.
father, like that, it goes back to how unfair that they took not just Charlie Kirk, but like Charlie, like, Erica's husband, the children's
Yeah.
father. So I guess I'm still not like through it, even though it was a beautiful memorial and I was blown away. I still feel like this is going to take some time. It's like 11 days,
Yeah.
and
I get that.
it's hard for me not to be like, oh, all these people are like, oh yeah, cool. Now we're going to fight. I'm like, I'm still grieving. Like, this is,
Well,
yeah.
I think
Anyways, that's, yeah. Like,
I
I
think
have a
what I
hard time.
heard.
This Owens speaks so openly. I don't care what she's saying. I know people are attacking her. She has a right to say
Yeah.
what she wants to say, and she has a right to grieve the way she wants. But I have a hard time seeing Candace Owens just jump right back into it. I'm like, how do you
Yeah.
do that? But also his wife. Like I feel like I'm like, should she even be in front of cameras? I mean, she's so incredible. She's so strong. But God, I hope she gets some time away. They shouldn't be puppeting her. I hope people are not pushing her to be out there speaking, because like that's not cool for her
No,
mental health.
it's what she wants. I mean, I I've been watching the Charlie Kirk show, this past week, and I watched it today,
Yeah,
and I've been consuming a lot of media around this, and um, Andrew Colvett, I think it is his executive producer. He made it clear today. He said, like, part of the reason, like, they've been streaming all week, from, like, didn't they stream the day after? Or I think so. And
yeah. I
it's
don't know.
because but
Function.
he said something like he knows Charlie would be, he's looking down at them, and he would be disappointed if they were,
Yeah,
not doing
yeah,
anything. And
yeah.
so, I think for the people at TPUSA, it's really like knowing this is what Charlie wants, and
God
then
bless them.
and then also for a lot of the people closest to him, there was always perhaps an understanding that something could happen, and I think he was someone that was prepared for that, and I think also just the deep sense of faith that people have in God, like everyone knows they're going to see him again,
There
right?
we are
And
again, and he's happy. Charlie's in heaven.
yeah,
Charlie's
right.
with his Savior. Charlie's with Jesus. And I would hope that I could go that way, fighting for my rights and the rights of others. Like, what an honorable death,
Yeah.
right? He never
Martyr's
let,
death.
he's a
Yeah,
martyr. And the last few years of his life were so transformative, formative for me and others, because he spoke so openly about Jesus. He gave the
right.
gospel so much. It's almost like he knew he was going to go. He was preaching so much. I was like, "Whoa. That's not the Charlie that started. There was nothing wrong. Yeah, he was Christian, but he was much more, it was very much politics. It was very much like, the right and versus the left, and that was turning point thing, which was great. We needed that with the youth.
Right.
And he's brilliant, but then it became something softer and more spiritual, and that's what the memorial embodied. Not Turning
It
Point
was
USA,
amazing.
Charlie Kirk, the man of God. And that's why it
Yes.
was so beautiful, because
Well,
everyone learned.
what was the quote? What was the quote from his pastor? What is his pastor's name? It was I wish I
Yeah,
had the name in front of me, but his pastor,
yeah,
incredible line. He said Charlie essentially wanted to, if people saw the streams of liberty, they would want to find its source, which was God, right?
yeah,
And that was an incredible line. I'm sure I'm butchering it. And guys, I saw some people in the chat asking about YouTube. I don't have YouTube, but if you want to find me on Twitter, it's at Michael J. Hout, just spelled like it is.
yeah.
Um,
Get him on
but there were
Twitter.
so many incredible lines yesterday,
So
throughout
amazing.
that event, and you and me are both in Europe right now,
Yeah,
and we were watching that past what 1 a.m. um, and
yeah. There's
it was
Erica.
incredible.
It was,
It
yeah, we were
was
past, past 1 a.m. We're both in Europe on the European time, so we had to stay up throughout the night to watch it. And this is what the White House posted. I mean, the praise. Holy forever. Hear your people sing. Holy.
They were
To the
amazing.
King of Kings. Holy.
Do you know who the artists were?
Always be. That's I think that's a Hillsong. I believe that's Hillsong.
Hillsong. Okay. So I
Yeah.
saw when I was in high school, I saw Jesus Culture. Are you
Oh
aware
no,
of
maybe
them?
it's elevation worship. I think it's
Okay.
elevation.
Okay, Elevation
Jesus
Worship. I'll have to
culture is
look them up.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, they
Jesus
were very good.
awesome. Praise God. Yes, yes. This is. Oh, is it Chris Tomlin? Steven says it's Chris Tomlin. Hi, Stephen B.
Okay.
May yeah. Was it? It's Chris. No, it's Elevation. Yeah, yeah. It's Elevation.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
I'll have to get a
Phil
playlist going on
Whitman
Spotify.
also was there, and Carrie Joby. Hi, Christy. Christy. Oh, beautiful fat Grammy says,
Not
please
to be
let's.
confused with Chris Christie.
Yeah, yeah. Please let's keep talking about other creators. Civilly. Okay. The Christian musicians were amazing. Yes, there'll be chaos. Oh, these are all the Joy Tribe is here. Because they're talking about Candace in there. Yeah, and we're not here to hate on anybody because I think people are allowed to question. People are allowed to ask questions. I don't agree with a lot of what Candace says, and I do agree with some of the things. I don't agree with a lot of her methods. She's made a lot of enemies, but also she has a right to grieve her best friend. Like, I mean, they were very close. The lies that said that they weren't close is a lie because she was very involved in Turning Point. But
Yeah.
also, Candace is a fire starter. She's not trying to be likable. She's not very likable, right? She's going to say what she believes is the truth. I've known Candace for many years. I wasn't as close to Candace as I was to Charlie, but she has a right to question things. I mean, you can disagree with her, but again, don't try to shut somebody down. And this is somebody who's saying Candace has tried to shut a lot of people down. To be honest, she's been very very hard to people in the MAGA community. That she's made a lot of enemies. She stepped on a lot of people on her way up. She's a force to be reckoned with. One of the most powerful voices in MAGA. So I get it. Like it can feel very disjointed the way she communicates. But at the end of the day, don't call for her to be canceled. Like that's not what we do on the right. Like let her ask questions. Hey, I'm like everybody should be asking questions and should be exploring what they want, because this is America, and that's what Charlie would have wanted.
Yeah.
But the focus on like who was speaking, it was so good. It was so good. Charlie's with Jesus. Yes, Christy. Michael, what was your other favorite moments?
Well, there were a lot. I mean, I obviously when Erica spoke was the highlight of
Oh
the
my
whole
gosh.
night. But there were a number of lines. I really liked when the president of Hillsdale College spoke. Is president the right term for him? He awarded the honorary degrees to Charlie and Erica, I believe.
Yeah.
I thought he had a lot of great information about Charlie. And I was also just going to say about your last point with Candace real quick before I forget.
Yeah.
It's always tough when someone passes away. Like there's people with agendas that come out and they try to speak for the dead, right?
Yeah.
And just being someone who studies history, it's like this is often something we wrestle with. It's like, people talking about, it could be Alexander the Great, it could be Abraham Lincoln, like after they're dead, it's like you always have to look at everything with a pinch of salt. Like, oh, Charlie
Yeah.
hated Candace, Charlie and her were still best friends. It's like, I don't know, who knows? But
Yeah.
but there were a lot of amazing moments. I thought it was a really nice range of the emotions that the whole movement is feeling. So we
Yeah.
had obviously the spiritual motif, like not even motif, like the spiritual theme, like throughout, right? It was very spiritual, which was
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
And it was streamed, by the way, on every single major news network, 100 million
Everywhere.
streams worldwide, more press passes than
Ooh.
the Super Bowl. And those people all heard about Jesus, and they all heard incredible, Christian music and so forth, and they heard Erica's message of forgiveness, which I don't think any of us will forget.
Oh my gosh, it's
Um,
unforgettable.
it,
Unforgettable.
it it was a once in a lifetime thing. Like, I don't think it's going to be duplicated, right? It's
No, that was so
like how
incredible.
could it be? And I've been asking this question, Joy, and I want to ask you this question. Is there anyone on the left, or for that matter, anyone else? Maybe I shouldn't ask anyone else on the right because I don't want to step on any toes or get into issue with that. But can you imagine something like this if someone on the left passed away? Like, is there anyone this unifying on the left? Like, you know what I'm asking? Like, I
I know.
can't imagine it. Like,
No,
who? AOC? Like, who would it be? Like,
no.
there's no one on the left as beloved as Charlie was and is.
Well,
No one.
I mean, besides actors, but even an actor, I mean, Robert Redford died this week. He gets
Yeah.
a
Rest in peace.
magazine cover, and they're going to play his movies on TV, and he's a legend. But
Yeah.
nobody's doing 250,000 people going to a stadium with the top like this is like Mother Teresa level,
C-
Princess Diana.
Can
There's
I?
no
Yes. Can I respond real quick to JCL while I see the message there? Do you see JCL's
absolutely.
message? Can you pull
Hmm.
it up? Let me
JCL's a
pull
big
up.
time Joy Tribe. Which one?
About Destiny.
Oh my gosh. Well, hold on, because I want to talk about this before we dive into Destiny. I actually want to read this real quick.
Okay.
Then we'll do that because you have a
Sure.
lot to say about that, and I want to hear it. I just want to read
Okay.
this beautiful thing because this has to do with what we're talking about. And people know I'm a born again Christian. I love Jesus. He saved me from Scientology. 15 years I was in this cult. I tell you, I do everything for Jesus, and that's really, I have become a Jesus freak, and I'm happy about it because it's all about God. It's all about His love. It's all about the love of Jesus. And this woman gets it. Watch. Ash Farm says, "I remain Jesus curious." Can you guys see this on the screen? Okay, good. I remain Jesus curious, but I want to be real for a minute and say some things. I was shocked by the music before it began. It was so beautiful. I didn't know that people look like that when they sang along, like so connected to something. I cried a lot during the music and don't know why. This is the Holy Spirit. I knew that Charlie was a Christian, but I didn't know that he did all of this for Jesus. I knew he loved Jesus, but I thought more about his drive for social change and real leaders. I didn't know he like literally did it all for Jesus. This is beautiful, you guys. This is what Charlie Kirk was about. This is why he did the things he did. If Benny Johnson, a friend of mine too, love him, was a pastor, I would go to that church every week. So this is a conservative who's not a Christian. I realize a
Hmm.
big thing I'm afraid of with it is having to change. I would have to change. What Erica said about the answer is love and always love. I'd have to change. But she doesn't have to change because Jesus will change her. But she says, I don't know, but I do know that I came to X to complain about the USDA, and now I'm writing my feelings about Jesus on the internet. I've met so many amazing people here who believe in Jesus, and I never expected that.
That's amazing. I hadn't seen that. Who is she? Is
This is
she just someone you saw,
Ash
or is she
Farm.
Ash
This is
Farms?
just
Okay.
someone I saw on X right now, which
That's
I'm
amazing.
X right now again because I have to retweet. This is amazing because this is
Yeah.
I can quote this and say you are she's so precious because because of her humility, her realness, because of your humility and realness. You don't have to change.
You guys are
Jesus.
seeing the behind the scenes right now.
Literally, they're so used to this. They're like, okay, Joyce, Jesus' love changes you. I've only had one person complain, and he was gay, so he doesn't count.
What?
I'm just joking. This is my friend Andrew. He's like, it was painful when I watched you try to look up pictures because it was when Val Kilmer died, and I was I worked with Val Kilmer. I knew Val Kilmer as well. I volunteered
Oh,
at his
wow.
studio.
Okay.
Yeah. So when he died, that was really tough for me. And I kept trying to find a picture of Val Kilmer to put up, and it like literally took like 15 minutes, and that's kind of painful on the live
Check.
stream.
Can you stay on Twitter for a second and pull up
Yeah.
Destiny's tweet that I
Okay,
responded
let's see.
to?
Yeah. So we
Because
had
I'm
some.
trying so hard to ratio Destiny. If any of you out there can help me ratio Destiny,
Ratio him.
I'm
What you
about.
mean?
So that means get more likes or whatever. I'm not going to, but I'm halfway there.
So just pull up Destiny right now.
Destiny, yeah, it's
So
his.
tell us
You'll
who
know it
Destiny
when you.
because I know who Destiny
It's
is, but I want to know.
yeah, the omniliberal. So
This
pull up his tweet where he calls it a Nazi rally and look at the comments, and mine should be the
asshole.
top one. So go down a little further.
I bet. What does he say here? Oh my God, he is disgusting.
Yeah, he's
Oh my gosh, he's
yeah,
demonized.
it's like rage bait or whatever. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I have to quote this. You are demonized.
Oh, demon. Oh,
Uh-oh. Thanks.
you could also tell him demonetized because I've heard he's been demonetized from YouTube.
Is he?
So.
And
You
now
can't spell demonetized without demonized.
monetized. Oh my gosh.
So.
This you're seeing the behind the scenes where the editor is creating content with, it's like it's all smoke and mirrors. It's really Michael behind everything I say. No, I'm just kidding. But he's genius. You are demonized and now demonetized.
Demonet. Is it?
Right?
Oh, MONE? Because money's MONEY?
There it is. Yep.
There we go.
What is it? You are demonized and now demonetized. Boy, bye. My kids love that. Boy, bye. He's such a sicko. I mean, what a pervert.
Let's find this tweet where he calls it a Nazi rally. Go down a little further. It's not that one. It's not that one.
Exactly like a Nazi rally. Oh my gosh.
Further.
Is it
I
this
didn't realize
one?
he tweeted so much. No, further. No, it's by him. It's one of his tweets. It's not a retweet. There we go. Right there at the top.
Here's a Nazi rally.
Click that and look at the top reply. It's
me. Dang! I already liked it. Come on, guys. 500,000 freaking. Okay.
Yeah, that's my biggest tweet ever. So here's what I said. I said, so should we read Destiny's tweet first?
Yeah.
So he said, this Charlie Kirk memorial is indistinguishable from a Nazi rally, and fuck anyone who wants to pretend it's not. And I replied, you know what I've noticed? Everyone there seems happy, even in grief. Their faith gives them comfort. Their movement believes America is fundamentally a force for good. Your side seems absolutely miserable. You most of all. Maybe it's time to try picking up a Bible. 21,000 likes.
Roasted. Let me just say, roasted. Good job.
Thanks.
Hell yeah,
there's
he's
me
high on
advertising a Liberty Affair.
I love that. You have to because you get all that. You got 21,000 likes on that, 400 retweets.
I was surprised. I did not think that would.
Yeah, that's crazy awesome. This is crazy. 500,000 freaking
so he's got 48,000. So ratio would be if I get to 49,000. I guess that's what a ratio is. So I'm not going to, but I'm just happy to be the top comment insulting him.
What an idiot. I'm going to follow him so I can see the tweets and I can respond to him too. Because then that's
probably good. Good content to respond to.
I mean, they can't get away with this stuff, I mean, this is why we're just, what an idiot. Good job. And you did it such a gentleman-like way. Joy Tribe, like Michael killed it. Go follow Michael. He's a hater and a half. It just sicko, pervert. And he was married to a woman who, I'm sorry, should I do that with him? Maybe I should do that with him because I'm thinking of it. I could actually say this.
He was married to, is he still married to the woman that they have the open marriage? Is that right?
Yeah, no, she divorced him.
She divorced him.
Yeah.
What's the need for divorce in an open marriage? Is he intolerable? So I guess so.
I'm going to say, listen, I'm going to say like Destiny. I mean, see, this is what the liberals do, though. So I'm like, maybe I shouldn't, but I'm just gonna write it, and you guys tell me if I should send this. Destiny, you got cucked by an open marriage, and she still left you for a real masculine man. Just stop and find God. Is that too much?
I don't know the terminology. Like, you got cucked by an open marriage. Is that the right phrasing? I'm not sure. I know what
Yeah.
the word means, but I'm not sure if that's the phrasing. But I don't know.
She's still, yeah.
I like
But I
the
mean,
I like
he,
the
because,
sentiment.
yeah, because basically he allowed his wife to get screwed by other men, and she still left him for a real masculine man. I mean, that's so
Is that like
sad.
a two-way street? Was he also sleeping with other women? Was it a two-way
Apparently,
street? Okay.
um, you got publicly cucked. I mean, this is mean. This is mean girl status, but it feels good because he is, you know, people. I try not to go too deep, too dark, but sometimes you got to do it. So he had an open marriage, which is already disgusting in my opinion. I'm sorry, it just never works. We're so happy. Like, are you guys really like come back in 10 years? Like, yeah, right. They never make it.
Yeah.
You're having sex with other people. She's having sex with other people. That's a cuck. Like when you allow your wife, a cuck is when you allow or you watch another man service your
Yeah.
woman for
It's
you.
Shakespeare. It's from Shakespeare.
Yeah, exactly. So and then it's very like it's raunchy. This is raunchy stuff. But this is what these demonized people do, right? And then she ended up divorcing him. And I mean, she was beautiful, well spoken, and he's Destiny. And I used to like Destiny in a bit because he's so leftist, but I used to admire that. I admire people that are all the way too, because I disagree with everything, but I admire that they can get out there and be bold. Like I've never tried to shut someone down, right?
He's definitely bold. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but
definitely
now
bold.
I'm like, okay, yeah, don't they shouldn't shut him down, but he should have pushback for this is just so over the top. This isn't
Well,
this isn't a theoretical because what I would see is him debate, people that are on the right, and he would have this, I mean, it would be very like BS liberal godless science arguments, your typical, no God, no
right.
nihilistic type of stuff. But I would admire how he would be so quick and he would try and he'd be like, I didn't agree with it, but I was like, you know what? You're up there doing your thing. But this, I don't admire at all. This is disgusting. This is him off the deep end. I'm going to say, just put down the bottle because he's probably an
No,
alcoholic or a drug addict.
I heard I heard Coke.
Yeah, put down the Coke and find God. He definitely seems like a cokehead. Oh, no, no,
Put
no, no.
down the rolled up dollar bill. Anyway.
Just put down the
Um,
coke. Fine guy. I mean, subtlety's lost on Twitter. Like it roll,
I think well, I think he was actually the most vile. Like 2 days after the
he's
assassination, he
vile.
was making fun of Erica.
Oh my God, he is
He was
vile.
and he went on Pierce Morgan with Jack Posobiec and Anna
And
Kasparian, and
look how
Anna
brave this guy is.
Kasparian called
Wait,
him
he
out.
goes to LA, San Francisco, Portland, and Seattle, and then Phoenix, which like how brave are you? You're gonna debate me. You're only going
Well,
to
did you
places.
see how it went? Did you see how one of his debates
No,
went? People posted video. Everyone was just saying he sucks, you know what,
he
and
sucks.
yelling, and then and he couldn't get his mic to work. There were all kinds of issues.
Is this? Oh wow.
Yeah,
No, he's
that's
on coke. Look at him. He is definitely
yeah.
on something. He is twitching like crazy.
There was one outside
Fearful.
too. He's probably on
Parkinson's.
SSRIs too, right? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But see, that's the thing. When you have no God and you believe there's no God and you believe that like it's all endless, and he's sad. We have to pray for him. Let's see
Not
how this.
endless, ending, right? Not endless. Like,
What did I say? Endless. Yeah,
well, you were saying it
life is
is
hopeless. I meant to say like life
hopeless.
has
Yeah.
no life. Yeah, that's what I mean to say. Like,
No,
um,
I had a tweet today, Joy. I said I found more joy on the God-fearing right than I ever had on the godless left. But like
amen.
Charlie Kirk, I'll never stop engaging with them because if your audience doesn't know, I'm a former Democrat.
Yeah, you
So
need to tell people that
yeah,
too. Yeah.
yeah.
Let's pray for this beautiful woman. She's got diagnosed with lung cancer.
Oh,
Pray
it's
for her.
awful.
Yeah, there's a lot of people hurting. Yes, well, I want to hear your story because my audience doesn't all know your story, and I'm so happy to share it. I just want to also, since we're going on the tweets,
Yeah,
3.6
yeah, let's see
million views.
yours.
Pink.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Look at
So
that.
this is amazing. God came out because I just was like, I can't stand that Pink came out, and she's a singer. I'm a singer. I was a big fan of Pink. She came out. She called my friend Charlie Kirk a white supremacist with zero evidence, yet all the evidence showing Diddy's abuse, and you haven't said a word. This is despicable behavior, and it's not okay. Explain yourself and apologize. So this is one tweet. I got to take a screenshot. This is like the most I think I've ever had. Too 3.6
Well, on
million
this
views.
account, maybe. On this
On this
account.
account, for sure, this account, yeah, my
Yeah.
account before it got deleted, for sure. I think it was like 20 million views or something. But this is because everybody sees this. This is disgusting. She's never called out Diddy, but all of a sudden you want to get on your high horse and call out who you think Charlie Kirk. Now, this is the other one. This is the first one I did. Both of them are going viral. How dare, this is the first one because I was like, how dare she, right? How dare you call my friend Charlie Kirk a white supremacist, Pink? Please do some research. Watch even one of his videos. You are wrong for this. If we don't have
Yeah.
open discourse, we will never heal. Stop working for the darkness and teach your children to communicate openly as Charlie did. And that's got
Perfect.
3.4 million views. So,
Well
I mean,
said.
which is incredible. Thank you so much. It just came from my heart. And then I saw, of course, everybody coming out, and I do have a T-shirt that Jeremy and I. The link is in my bio, and it's down below. But my husband and I created a T-shirt. The proceeds go to Erica Kirk. But you can get this T-shirt. My husband has a clothing design label, and he's an artist, and we both came up with the design together. And it says, this is the turning point. So if you guys want to show support and support the Kirk family, it's because I also was like, I want to wear something in the gym. I want to wear something going around. Like, and this is good for people who don't have a platform, but they want to, their body is a platform. So if you guys feel led to support, it's a $25 t-shirt. Proceeds are going to Erica and the family, the children. You can go to crazy8designart.com. That's
And Joy,
crazy.
on that shirt,
Yeah.
crazy8designart.com, that shirt, I know you came out with that, like, was it 4 or 5 days ago, or was it more?
It was a week ago.
Um, a week ago. So in the last 2 days, I want to say, there was a report. This might have been part of the New York Times article, or it might have been something I heard on the Charlie Kirk show, but they were referring to Charlie as the Man of Steel
Whoa.
because which is on your shirt before that came out,
Yeah.
because of what happened with the bullet. The surgeon essentially said Charlie was so healthy, his bone density was so strong that he saved the people behind him.
Do you believe
Normally
that?
normally it would kill the people behind him,
So for people
because
who
there were people behind him.
shoot guns, I'm just going to say, I love Charlie, but that's not true. There's no way. It's a 30
No?
60 bullet. There's
Okay.
no. This bullet is as big as my finger.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a 30 60, which means it's massive. Like this shoots, it goes through elk, it goes through deer. I'm all about believing in miracles, but we didn't
Okay.
hear from the surgeon, and also he was already dead on arrival. So why would there need to be a surgeon? Just doesn't make sense to me. I think it's a beautiful homage, but they don't need to lie. Me personally, people can choose to believe what they
I
want.
don't know who originally said it, but it was
It
someone
was it
close
was
to
his
him. So,
producer, and I'm like this. And if
okay.
a surgeon did work on him, the surgeon would not release this information to the producer. It'd only go to Erica or to his direct family, his parents. Like it doesn't make
Okay.
sense. I have friends who are surgeons. Like it doesn't. They wouldn't tell the producers there, right? It's
Fair enough.
family.
Fair enough.
So
Yeah.
and ballistics say no way. Lovely, yeah. His neck. Nobody's bones are that strong. This shoots down elks. This is a bullet that is literally as big as this finger. It
Okay.
goes elks. It goes through moose, and it goes straight through. This thing is massive. The ballistics on that, it's impossible. It can go through a car. There is no
Right.
way his bones could stop that. I don't care if you have the healthiest, strongest bones in the world. You're still made of bone, right? You're still made of
Okay.
flesh. So I don't know why he started that rumor. There's no way that's
Yeah.
true.
I'm just repeating what I heard.
Of
I'm
course. I
not the
mean,
gun
even Fox
expert.
News picked it up. But I mean, I like
Okay.
the Man of Steel. I love him being
Yeah.
superhero, absolutely, because that's how I see him. That's how we see him. But I'm just like, why did they have to be weird? But
Yeah.
anyways, but it's pretty
Okay.
easy
Fair
to
enough.
prove. But yeah,
But it is
but
cool still that
so
that's
cool.
the logo
Exactly.
there. Yeah.
Look at
It's
that. There
amazing.
it is. Yeah, but it's true. Now everyone's calling the Man of Steel because he has steel nerves, and she's a woman of steel. Her nerves are so they're strong. They come from strong stock. The Kirk family, God bless them, because and we need people to speak up in this time. So it's beautiful. But yeah, there's still notwithstanding the story, he is still the Man of Steel to us. He's our Superman. And my God, he would have been president of the United States. This man,
I
100%.
think so too.
So if you guys want to pick up this shirt, crazy8designsart.com. This is my husband's company. So like we literally made this all made in America, no AI. It's all cotton. And yeah, pick it up. You don't have to be Asian to wear it. It could be like anybody. It's $28.88, so it's $29 for the shirt. And it goes to Erica to help support. This is our way to support. So, and we're getting people saying that they have the shirt and they love it, which is cool. Yeah. So Fat Grammy says, I'm a moose hunter. That is what I have. No way. Exactly. Too many things about his death do not make sense. I don't know why people are choosing to create weird stories. Ballistics says, no way. Yeah. My Joy Tribe, they shoot. So they know his, a 3006, 3060. There's no way. There's no way. Right. 3006 is 3060. Right. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Happy coincidence. I used to love Pink's music. Now we see her true colors. So vile. It's so true. Without Charlie Kirk, we might not have become the only generation of Americans that elected a president who was out on bail, was found guilty of felonies, and was found liable for sexual abuse. All right, we have haters here too, but we still love our haters. We have over 1,000.
Hate watches still count towards the view count. That's fine.
Listen. Do you see it? Can
We'll
you
take
see the
it.
views from your end, Michael?
No, I don't see it.
1,145 people watching live right now. That's insane.
Hey,
That's the most live viewers I've ever had.
Hey Joy, that's awesome. I have another t-shirt idea for you if you're interested.
Yeah, tell me.
On a lighter note. Okay. Man of Steel, but it's STEAL and it's Joe Biden because of the 2020 election. What do you think of that one?
That's actually good. Dang, that's good. Man.
Feel free to use that. So can we talk more about this memorial? So
no, I want to talk about you though. Can you tell us about your story? Because people don't know that you're a former Clinton aide.
Yeah, we can talk about it. So
incredible testimony.
So I was the National Chartering Director for College Democrats of America, Vice President of the College Democrats of Massachusetts, President of UMass Democrats. I was a motorcade driver on the Clinton campaign in 2016. And I was doing basically on a much smaller scale what Charlie was doing, starting TPUSA chapters. I was starting College Democrats chapters in different parts of the country. So like College Democrats in New Hampshire before the election needed to get set up. So I was the one that went in there, appointed their whole board and everything like that. And basically in 2017, I left the party because I felt like increasingly like I hadn't changed, but things were moving so far to the left that I just really didn't feel comfortable anymore. I was sitting down with people at lunches, at events, talking to voters, doing canvassing house to house. And I felt like, maybe I'm not a Democrat anymore because people are talking to me about wanting to abolish prison. And I don't really agree with that. Among other things, abortion until the 9th month and all these other things, radical theories. And so I just started to have some, introspection. I ended up leaving the party in 2017. Cassie Dillon, I believe, if you know her, broke the story, I believe, in The Hill. Yeah, she was a friend of mine in college. We went to college at the same time in Massachusetts. And Washington Post called me and wanted me to write a piece. So I wrote a piece to the Washington Post. And then, of course, the DNC was calling me and trying to intimidate me and all these things. And
like
I shouldn't say the DNC, but people affiliated with the DNC. I don't want to say them directly. And then basically since 2017, I've been an independent and became a Republican just this past week. But I voted for Trump in
Woo!
2024. And Charlie Kirk shouted me out on Twitter, on X, which was really cool, especially now.
It's
Yeah,
amazing. Absolutely.
that's the 2-minute summary. Yeah,
That's perfect. That's incredible. And you're a family man, you're a husband and a
yeah,
father.
2 kids, 3 and
Woo!
1.
That's right.
Yep.
And you're 31, having kids.
I'm 30. I'm about to be
You're
31.
30, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
Don't age
amazing.
me.
30s are the best. You just
Yeah.
turned 30. You're like, oh, I just got out my 20s. That's a
Yeah.
lot. You've done a lot in your young life. Like that's a lot to accomplish,
Yeah.
which I think is incredible. And I think that most people would envy the life to be able to have a chance to do so much and change your opinion and have that big, kind of come to God moment will come to the right moment. And that's incredible. And I think it's beautiful to go from one place to another. A lot of people, I used to be a Democrat. I mean, I was always an independent. I'm a registered Republican. I 2020, I think, is when I registered to Republic as a Republican. um
2020. Okay.
2020. But I wrote an article for the Hill, I think it was,
Yeah.
somewhere.
I used to
And
write
I
for
said,
them.
yeah, and I said it was out of control. The left is out of control. I'm a registered Republican for the first time in my life. I was raised conservative Republican, but I was lefty, but I was like lefty 2015, 2016, 2014, 2015, kind of lefty. Wasn't what it is now, obviously.
Yeah.
But I was like trendy lefty, I wasn't, but when I converted and I came out, people were like, "Oh, but you voted for Obama's first term. How dare you?" I was like, "Don't you know that that's why Trump ran a campaign to get people to go from Clinton or from Obama or from wherever to
Right.
him?" That's
And
the
just
whole
look at
point.
Trump Jr. last night, what he said, like wherever you're coming from, if you're liberal, whatever, like welcome you with open arms. And that's such a
That's what's next.
distinction from the left, which now is
And we're
is
Nazis to
just
them.
myopic. You have to have 100% of our views
It's a
or we
cult.
don't want you. Even if they don't
Def-
say that, that's how it feels when you're among them, right?
yeah,
They're very judgmental. Um,
extremely. And because you're
it,
in that cult. How long were you a Democrat?
well, so I'll give you a
Democrat.
little bit more information here. So I had a lot of I did a lot in a short period of time. So I was very good at it, right? I'm hoping maybe at some point I can take some of this and use it towards a Republican campaign or something like that.
Yeah.
Of course,
Maybe
I'm out
have
of the
to
country right
connect.
now. But yeah, so I was a Democrat really from uh, 20, like very active from like 20 2013 till 2017. And in that time, I rose to like a national position with the College Democrats of America. I worked on campaigns in Virginia, Georgia, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. I was, like I said, I was a motorcade driver in the Clinton campaign. I wasn't driving Hillary, that's Secret Service, but I was
Mm.
driving a lot of the high level people. So I'd be driving Huma Abedin, people like this. She gave me a big hug the last time I saw her, in fact, and she's the first name in my cell phone alphabetically.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
I doubt
Crazy.
that's still her number. She's married to Alexander Soros now.
Is
Um,
she?
I think
Oh,
so, yeah. But she was married to Anthony Weiner when I knew her,
right.
and one of the big scandals with him was when her and I were together on Martha's Vineyard. And I
Mm,
remember when that scandal happened. I forget the details, but it was 2016. And
wow.
but yeah, so it was like a 4-year period, but I was super enthusiastic. And a lot of this, you guys might ask, like, how did I become a Democrat in the first place?
Yeah.
Well, my family is Catholic Democrat, you know, John F. Kennedy supporters, Massachusetts, right?
Ah,
And so
that's
I
right.
grew up with like pictures of JFK on the wall and stuff, and my grandfather met Ted Kennedy and all these, and so that was kind of, it was like, okay, Catholic Massachusetts, JFK, you're a Democrat. And my grandfather was big in unions, and so it was just kind of how it happened. But I realized, in a pretty short amount of time, that this is not the party of JFK anymore, right? And when I left, I did get some death threats, and I didn't even become a Republican. So just going back to what you were saying earlier, to a much smaller degree, yeah, they don't like when you leave a cult.
They don't like when you leave, no. And you know what? If somebody left the Republican Party, I think they would get probably some nasty comments on X, but death threats?
Well,
You know,
there's examples like who are some Republicans that became
there's some
Democrats,
hateful
or
Republicans, I
like
guess, but
Adam
not,
Kinzinger. Yeah,
yeah.
like there's examples, I guess.
Yeah, but
But
I can't imagine Republicans like sending death threats.
it's because
There's
it's
some
not
people
our
who
religion. We have a
it's not
religion, right?
perfect. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And listen, I don't think Republicans are perfect. I don't like the two-party system. I actually am just as pissed at almost Republicans, but they're the this is for me to say we have a fighting chance with at least the right. I'm conservative. I don't really like
Yeah.
to identify as Republican because the Republican establishment, they're so rhino, they're so lame. There's some good ones, but
Is that
so
on
much.
your end? Some technical difficulty.
Oh, can you see me? Can you guys still see and hear the stream? Are you still there, Michael? Uh-oh, I think he
Joy is
froze.
still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, my screen is
Yeah,
frozen.
I think
Hang on a second, guys.
you're frozen,
Oh,
but we can hear you though. Okay, there we go. We're back.
oh, I'm
Michael's
frozen?
blurry. Yeah, you're frozen. You're blurry. They're saying Michael's blurry.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. For me, it was you, so I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is typical. Blame the black woman. Like this. I just say that to embarrass Michael. We're friends in real life, you guys, so we're joking.
And blame the
My
Polish
audience
Wi-Fi.
knows. They're like, they're not sensitive to that,
Yeah.
especially when I have my husband. He's back, said JCL. Listen, I want to wrap this up. I wanted this to be short because it is almost midnight where we both are, and I have a very
Yeah.
early full time in the morning. I could go on forever, but I want to wrap this up. What would you like to say? I want to say a few words and then you say a few words. I just want to say
Okay.
that I'm so grateful that we have this community of people, whether on the right, the left, wherever, but they're coming together. Like Don Jr. said, we welcome you. And they're starting to find Jesus, because without Jesus's love, all of this is nothing. It's not about politics. It's not about right versus left. It's about light versus darkness. And Jesus is the light. And I found this love, and it's you don't have to change, you don't have to become perfect. You just open up the Bible, you start study it. Study the Bible, start praying, and start research what is God, what is Christianity, who is Jesus? Watch The Chosen. These are simple things that it's not about religion. You don't have to identify, I'm a Presbyterian, I'm a blah, 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 Lutheran. It's not about any of that. You don't even have to go to a building of a church. We are the church. This is church right here. But what Jesus wants you to know is that he died for you. He rose again 3 days later. He loves you. And it is about a relationship. So, and this is open for everybody. And you don't have to get clean or be like Charlie Kirk's widow or be like me or be like Michael Beck, anybody or Charlie Kirk before you come to Jesus. You just say, Jesus, come into my heart. I love you. Save me. I want to be a part of the family. I want you to come in. That's it. It's very simple. It's a simple prayer. And then the Holy Spirit comes in and does the rest.
So I'll just say this. So I thought last night's event was, something I'm never going to forget. Like I said earlier, I don't think it can be duplicated. There were so many amazing moments. I'm going to go back and watch the whole thing again and probably write about it for an article for Liberty Affair, perhaps
Yes.
tomorrow.
Yes.
So guys, please check out libertyaffair.com.
Yes.
Follow
Mike on Twitter.
Yeah, please add Michael J. Howe. And guys, if you have family, friends who are apolitical, I mean, I don't know how you can be even apolitical and not following everything that's been going on, because it's just everywhere. But please share with them at the very least Erica's speech, because that has so much power. You know, people are saying, you know, Trump's speech has some divisive parts, like, oh, I hate my enemies, all these things, and whatever. Like, we have our own views on that. But
Yeah.
share Erica's speech if you're going to share anything. Like,
Yes.
that's what people need to see.
Yes.
You know, ideally, people saw everything and they saw all the worship music and everything. But um, I think this is really a turning point moment, and the fact that Charlie named his organization that almost gives me goosebumps because it's almost like a premonition. Is that the or like you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like
Absolutely.
like
It is.
what made him name it that? You know, like it almost it feels like something beyond just what it seemed to be before.
I agree. I agree. You know what this feels like to me? Because I agree with everything you said. Watch Erica's speech. Um, This feels like, because it's not about Trump. You can show this to your friends and family who don't like Trump, and I get it. Not
Yeah,
everyone's going to like Trump. I disagree with a lot that Trump's doing on trade relations and stuff. Like, I'm honestly like, Trump, you need to chill. But I'm a Trumper and I love Trump. I stand by, the president. But I disagree with some of the ways he does things because I'm just like, oh, we could have better diplomacy, better negotiations personally. And that's okay. You can
sure.
disagree with Trump and still be pro Trump, but also you can talk to people who hate Trump and be like, I get it. It's not about Trump. Listen to Charlie Kirk's widow, right? I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
That don't People are going to try to make it about Trump. It's not about Trump. It's his own brand, his own style. We needed that in America, but he's not every conservative, not every and not every Trump conservative. Like you're supposed to disagree with people you love. I love Michael. I don't agree with everything he says. He doesn't agree with every.
yeah.
This is normal. So don't let people brainwash you into be like, oh, it's just a Trump Nazi party. Get off the Trump train, people, for a second. I'm talking about the leftists. Stop focusing on Trump so much and focus on this man, Charlie, and his widow, who literally forgave the killer. I don't think that's the killer, but she forgave the person that we think could have killed him. Whoever it is, she forgave the person who killed her husband. Who has that kind of integrity and compassion for someone who should deserve to rot in hell? That's a Christian woman. That's a woman of faith in
So much
action.
grace. Yeah.
So much grace. What a beautiful, beautiful woman inside and out. And for her to be able to do that 11 days after her husband was brutally murdered, like, uh, that's a bigger thing than we know. So if she can forgive and heal, I think it's time for America to forgive and heal. And that message has to carry on. I know we are mad at the Democrats. Absolutely. We're angry at the leftists, the blue haired, blah, blah, blah. But they're never going to come to our side if we're just attacking snowflakes. I mean, that's not going to help, right? I mean, I
Right.
know we found some libs
Exactly.
on Twitter, but remember also that these are people behind there. I mean, it's cool to dunk on some of the celebs because they're leading the train, and honestly, they like should know better. But don't dunk
Right.
on your friends and family that are liberal. Don't attack them at dinner. Don't start it. Well, you should know, you libtard. Like, don't be like that. No one's ever gonna. I mean, there's people who do that, and I'm like, are you kidding me? That's never won anybody to your cause. You can do it with grace and love, and that's
That's
the only way
right.
to do it.
Joy, Joy, one other thing I wanted to ask you. So they're having America Fest for Turning Point USA in December, and
Oh
then
wow!
I was wondering if you might be going to that. I'm not going to that, but I will be going, I think, to CPAC this coming year for the
Oh,
first time since 2018. It'll be my first time in
wow!
or 7, 8 years. Yeah.
Liberty Fair should have a booth.
We'll see, but we'll be represented. I'll be there, but I don't know if I'll make it. But I'll definitely make it to CPAC. But the America Fest thing in Arizona in December, you should look into that.
I should look into that. Thank you for telling me about that. I'll have to look at that. Also, yeah, AmFest, right? America Fest.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I've done AmFest before. It was freaking awesome. That's going to be good. The other thing is, I want to say this feels like 2016 again. Don't you feel that? Like it feels like
2016.
everything was digging deep down and then it's coming up. And there was this Trump MAGA resurgence. I feel like again we're going down, and then this again, but it's like a Jesus MAGA resurgence. I don't know. I'm starting to feel like, whoa, we're is it a turning point?
I mean, here's the thing about 2016. I was on the Clinton campaign,
Ah!
and I was at the Javits Center the night of the election, sitting 30 feet from where John Podesta came out.
You
Uh,
were on the you
I
were
was
on the
standing
enemy
by like Julian Castro
team.
and all these guys.
See, you can't hate
and
on the enemy team because they might turn out like Michael. And look at what an amazing man he is
yeah.
now.
I just remember the New York Times had this little weather, not weather vane. It was like a little metronome or something that was showing like the likelihood of winning, and Clinton was all the way over. Remember? And then it just slowly over the night it went like this, and
Oh
then went to
my
Trump.
God. Were you
And a
crying that night?
stranger, I wasn't crying. I was like in a daze. I was like, because I was talked to about like doing stuff in the transition to all these things, and like obviously
Yeah.
that was out the window. And I
This is
had a stranger
ridiculous.
hand me a little bottle of champagne. Like we were just like, there were people crying for sure,
For
especially
sure,
a
yeah.
lot of the women, because the Javits Center had a glass ceiling. So the metaphor was like, she's breaking the glass ceiling
Oh
tonight.
my gosh.
And
This
then it
is
just
an
all got
amazing
crushed.
story. Dang. No,
Yeah. And then I just remember walking out, and
to
someone
believe
from like a Belgian newspaper interviewed me, and I never found that interview. And I have no idea what I said because I was inebriated. Um,
it.
and the next day she conceded. Yeah.
That is that's incredible. I was in Los Angeles having a private party, a watch party with Andre Soriano, designed my Trump dress. And I was
Yeah.
crying when Trump got elected, but tears of joy. Literally, we're like, oh my God. And but it was in secret. It was a private party in Hollywood, in Los Angeles, in my house with only Andre Soriano, very few Republican people in the industry.
Yeah.
Because we were closeted Trumpers. And then it was only a month after that that I came out with my Trump dress because I was like, oh, forget this. Madonna can come out and be like, pussy hats, and let's blow up the White House. And Johnny Depp
Oh
was
yeah.
like, it's a long time since an actor killed a president. Maybe it's time. Like he still should have been canceled for that. And I love Johnny Depp as an actor, but how unhinged. How unhinged. Uh
He's got bigger things to worry about, like Amber Heard, than
oh
Donald
yeah.
Trump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Exactly. That felt the karma, right? And
Yeah.
God bless people, but that karma, damn. But yeah, but I really don't give a flying butt about politics because it's not about, to me, I'm going to say this again, it's not left versus right, it's light versus dark.
Yes.
So Republicans, the right side could easily flip as well and start censoring the left and become the bad guys. It's happened in history before. I don't want that to happen again. In the end, it's not about, for me, a political party. It's about Jesus. Right
Right.
now, conservatives and Republicans are lifting the name of Jesus on high, as we saw at the memorial, which was just beautiful. That's the spirit of true America, and I don't think it should belong to the right or the left. Unfortunately, the left refuses to see it, but it's still an open door for them too. As you were once, you're an ex-liberal, so yeah.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Michael, for joining me. Michael J. Hout,
Thanks for
everybody,
doing
from
this.
libertyfair.com. Read incredible articles. He is the editor in chief. Follow him on X. If you are watching the show on X, go ahead and follow him. And check out crazy8designart.com, my husband's design company, t-shirts, really great t-shirts. Pick up a Charlie Kirk t-shirt there to celebrate his legacy. And the proceeds go to Erica Kirk and the children. So go to crazy8designart.com. It's crazy8, the number 8, designart.com. Thank you, everybody. The Joy Vila Show. Bye, Michael. Thank you so much for joining us. Good night.
Bye, everyone.
Joy,
Have a good
say
night.
goodbye to Michael. Thank him. Everyone's saying, thank you, Michael. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you both. Yes. Thank you to the
God bless you
mods in
all.
the chat. Thank you, Joy Tribe. And I'll see you guys when I see you. I don't know when I'll see you, to be honest, because we don't have a schedule. But I will be doing pop-up lives like this around these times this week sometime. Sorry, that's all I can promise. I love you guys, Joy Tribe. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are more powerful than you know. I will see you in the next live. Please follow Michael, and thank you for joining. And follow me if you're not following. God bless you. Bye.
Woo! That's right. My heels are itching to hit the road. Shake the stress off and just let go. I wanna glitter like a disco ball. Let my light shine and just take off. My heart is pounding to just be free. But body swaying like a Cali palm tree. Vagabonds, we keep on going, we keep on going, never slowing down. We move beyond, we make our own way, we make our own way. Gypsies of yesterday, gypsies of yesterday. That's right, woo! I found my diamonds from the starlit sky, drank my destiny from your eyes. Dust has settled and so have I. I heard my voice, coyote cried. Oh, oh, vagabonds, we keep on going, we keep on going, never slowing down. We move beyond, we make our own way, we make our own way. Gypsies of yesterday, gypsies of yesterday. What if you never left? What if you never gone? What if you missed your chance? How would you get along? But you got to live all of the life you can, all of the life you can. Oh yeah. What if you never left? What if you're never gone? What if you missed your chance? How would you get along? But you got to live all of the life you can, all of the life you can. Oh. Come on. Vagabonds, we keep on going, we keep on going, never slowing down. We move beyond, we make our own way, we make our own way. Gypsies of yesterday, vagabonds, we keep on going, we keep on going, never slowing down.